Healing would make my list of words that sound great, but they're really actually, to me personally, red flag. Not just the general word healing, but when you see it like this. In a dating profile, she needs to be healed, or you need to spend your time healing. So a lot of male dating coaches will say, if you want to actually get a man who's not going to treat you like shit, or the reason they did treat you like shit is because you weren't healed. You didn't take the proper time to heal. Women will advertise it themselves, men and women, but I'm speaking to women right now. Women will advertise it themselves. I'm healed, and sounds great. But what I'm talking about is the difference between what people actually say and what they actually mean. And a lot of times I have found, or I am finding, is that when men say, oh, I want her to be healed, or the proper time of healing, what they actually mean is I want her to be reset back to before this experience happened. They really want you to have that kind of naivete that you had before this experience happened. They want you to press the magic reset button. And I just wanted to make sure that we understand that there is no reset button before that time, because it was that naivete that allowed you to get into that situation in the first place. So it would be ridiculous to me for a benevolent, sensible God to have you go through experiences, because even religious people say, oh, that was just a test. We learn from our mistakes, right? And not learn from it. So this language of healing is usually couched in language of, well, if you're on your guard too much, a man will not love you if you're on your guard too much. Who is going to want to be with someone who always seems, defensive or just kind of brusque and violent? And that's common sense. That makes sense. Who would want that? How are you going to have a relationship if you can't open up yourself? But you're not going to go back to the same state of trust, the same state of not exactly understanding what someone is saying when saying what they're going to do. The state of not asking the right questions. The state of just being so afraid perhaps that this person might leave you, or that this person is so important to you that you would never be able to recover if for some reason you did break up. Because you've been through that before and you know that you did recover and you're just fine. So those days are gone, and it's just one more thing to look out for. Of course, it's best just to understand what the person is saying, but it's just one more thing to look out for. Healing is not a reset button. Just like you can't get that virginity back. I've heard those born again virgins, but just like you can't really get that back if you wanted it. You're never gonna be able to go back to exactly that state before whatever experience it was, the trauma that caused you to have to heal. Bye-bye, chickadee.